have a guest with me right now. These guys have a movie coming up. Afternoon, how are you doing?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
How is everything going, man?
Everything is okay.
Yeah?
Everything is good. Everything's good.
Yeah, so I want us to get talk about the movie. That's set to premiere pretty much soon.
Yes, on the 6th of August.
Yeah, but let's talk about everything and your introduction and how everything started.
So my name is Mwiza Simwanza.
Yeah.
I am an actor. I primarily have been working with a US-based film group called Nigerian Films.
Yeah.
I think they initially started in New York and then a few other places.
Mm-hmm.
So during 2018, that period of time there, I was at school in Namibia, and I had already started acting there on the side. Like, I've got this thing called Namco, in which students are rewriting. It's like an educational thing going on.
Yeah.
So then, like, you get to act out the subject and everything. So during that time, it's when, if you know, Patrick Shumba was doing auditions for a movie here called The Making of the Slave.
Yeah.
So I had auditioned online for that, and then also traveled for the audition like a week before my exams.
Okay.
And I get here, I had gotten through on the online auditions, I met with everyone, and the next thing I know, I'm getting an email from the director and the owner of the company himself, Mr. Nigerian. And next thing I hear is like, oh, other than this slave movie we're meant to be doing, I want to do for other movies in Nigeria and other places. So the next thing I know, I am flying out to Nigeria for a movie, which is a musical, actually. So I am somewhat new to this, right? I'm just this guy who had a small role in something that's not even in Zambia, right? Next thing I know, there's Patience Ozoko there, there's Chiwetalu Agu and a bunch of other people, and there's people from Netflix, and I am just blown, and I'm just like, Lord,
am I dreaming?
who am I?
Yeah.
To be among these people. Like, you can Google these people. If you Google me, you just find my Facebook. Like, there's actually Wikipedia and articles and history of these people. Like, they've got IMDb's with like over 600 movies plus. People have been working in Hollywood, and I'm just like, wow. And then there's just me. But either way, I was still grateful for the opportunity, because I mean, to be picked from so many people in Zambia, I mean, thousands of people auditioned. Copperbelt, Livingston, Lusaka, like several days, online and offline, and I'm one of the few people who got shortlisted for a movie outside the country, and was given a lead role. So I was just like, wow.
What role are you playing?
So before I get into it, the movie is, like I said, it's called Ojinoma.
Yeah.
The synopsis of it is, it's a prince of a kingdom gets a curse put on him, and eventually befriends some orphan girl. So that's just the short on it. And I'm playing the prince, actually. Yeah.
Big ups, man.
Thanks.
Big ups, man. But how does that make you feel, man, being shortlisted? Like you said, there were so many people who did audition for the movie. You sometimes even think, saying, why pick me?
Of course. I mean, look at it this way. The people in Zambezi Magic, the people who've been acting for years, longer than me. The people who've been praying, I've done everything I've done. At the end of the day, I can only say it's the grace of God, because I mean, it's almost like winning a lottery. It could have been anyone, but it was me. And so if anything, I am just grateful. And I have asked myself that questions. Like, I mean, even when I was coming to do the auditions for The Making of the Slave, right? It's the kind of thing of, there are so many people in Zambezi Magic. There's so many people from here. There are people who even traveled from outside, because I wasn't the only one who traveled from outside the country for the auditions. There are people, I think, who even flew into Zambia from like outside Africa or something. And it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes you feel there's so many more people more qualified than you, but you still get chosen. So like, it does ring in my head, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm here. I'm going to do the best I can do and do a great job at it.
Let's talk more on the other side. Let's do this, just in case someone's locked on right now. Let's do this.
No lunch is better than the joyful.
Fought long and hard defending this kingdom. I could have your head removed from your neck.
Watching a trailer, or rather I was just checking out the coming soon, and I must make mention, man, I was super impressed. And I was like, okay, so this is what is happening right now.
Yes.
Maybe give us more details. I know you said you are playing
The Prince, yes.
The Prince, but tell us what is the story? Is it like a typical African story? Is like any other movie that we've seen?
I would say very, very much no, because like I had mentioned, it's a musical, so there's the element of actually singing and dancing, and there are quite a number of songs in it. And you could place it more along the lines of some of these fairy tale stories you might have seen growing up, except now put in an African setting with the music and the dance, which is all African-based and African-oriented. So it's not the typical witchcraft type of story or anything like you'd see like on Africa Magic, or no, it's nothing to do with that. And what would I say would you expect different? There's a lot of, I would say almost a mishmash of genres, but primarily in the fantasy realm. So I would say maybe it's the first Zambian fantasy musical movie.
Okay.
And maybe one of the first, if not the first, in Southern Africa or Africa as a whole.
Interesting.
Yes.
So the premiere of the movie, and when are we expecting it?
The premiere of the movie is going to be on the 6th of August. It's going to be at Arcades, but it's a private event. But on that, people have a chance to win an invite to the movie by going to the Ogenoma Facebook page and pretty much just reaching out. Like, the instructions there on how to get an invite. So you just follow the instructions, and a few lucky people will be invited to the movie to premiere it, because after that it's going to New York, and then it's going to Chicago, and it's going throughout other places in the US, and then at some point we're looking at doing the cinema run. So that's when most people do it, and then streaming online.
There's one of the songs that I listen to. Let me do this. I want to find out about this song on the other side. Maybe you can just tell us a brief story about this song.
Dark chocolate in a white coat, bossy. Looking at the things that you just bought for me. It's where my heart beats in a nice box only. I do not show it to the nice girl on me. You, Janoma. You, Janoma.
Put it on me like you really want. Whisper in my ear, tell me that I love you. Let me tell you all day that I really love. Unconditional,
So this is one of the songs specifically done for the movie
Ogenoma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing song. I love the some of us who pay too much attention to the quality. I love the fact that it sounds African. It's an amazing song. You were telling me something interesting about this song, and how Zambia and
the US and even Jamaica.
Yeah. Ish, man, this is something amazing right there. So I'd like to find out more, man. Who are these people who are trying to build and helping local actors to also get international? Who are behind all these things?
So I'll first like to give credit to the owner and the director himself, Mr. Demurai Deniran.
It's from where? Born and raised Zambian?
He's based in the US, actually.
Okay.
He's not Zambian, he's British Nigerian.
Yeah.
And then born British, and then parents Nigerian, and then married and lived in the US, I think, since the 90s. So he's well connected with the movie industry and everything there, but he's all about building Africans and telling African stories, or telling stories in Africa, because it's always the thing of people doing things there or coming to shoot here and going back, but he's very passionate about doing things. So for instance, I'll also say this is the second time we're doing this movie. We first shot it in Nigeria, like I mentioned, with Patience Ozoko, Chiwetalu and everyone, and something happened and we had to reshoot the movie. That's the one we did last year, so the one coming out in next week. But he had a chance to do this movie again in Florida, because the setting there is pretty much African-esque. We're going to build the set and do everything, and he wanted to come do it in Zambia. Yeah, so he flew all the actors out from the US, came here. The people, like I had mentioned, who you find on virtually every streaming platform, from Apple Plus to Netflix, Amazon Prime. He's got his movies there on Amazon Prime called Diary of a Bad Man. And he's just passionate about building Africans and building in Africa and doing things here.
Do we expect such movies also to be on those platforms?
Yeah. Like I had mentioned, he's already got a movie on Amazon Prime there called Diary of a Bad Man, but he may have moved it to a different platform. And there are other actors as well, some people who've worked in Hollywood here and there and other places. And initially what he does is he gets talent from there and brings them to Africa and shoots the movies he would have shot in the US and shoots them here in Africa.
Interesting.
So Sometimes it'll be based in Zambia, sometimes in other countries, but it's very passionate about shooting in Zambia.
Okay.
So that's how all the opportunities are coming out as a result.
Tell us more about the social media handle. I know there are some youths who are locked in right now, and now they're looking at it saying, okay, this is like a dream come true to you as well.
It's a very... let me put it this way. It's a dream come true in the most unexpected way because, like I had mentioned, I was initially doing acting when I was in Namibia, right? So 2017, I got through on 2 major auditions. One called IMTA, International Modeling and Talent Association. So it's singing, acting, dancing, songwriting, and things like that. Showcasing yourself to I think it's at the Hilton Hotel in New York, and you've got almost 2,000 agents from the biggest modeling agencies, acting agencies in places in the world. So I had gotten through on that one and some other one I keep forgetting right now. So it was a thing of I now had to raise the money myself because it's getting there, everything is taken care of, but your air ticket and your stay, you have to raise the money by yourself. And I'm a broke student at the time. How am I supposed to raise $6,000 in a few months? Things like that, yeah. And so I couldn't get through on those, and I did some prayer and fasting. I mean, you're looking at someone who didn't even fast for a day, and I fasted for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
The Lord gave me strength, but I digress.
How does your family take it now?
It was
when you told them about this.
Oh, of course, there was some pushback. I mean, typically in Africa, certain career paths and things are not exactly looked upon with they'll say, no, actors don't make that much money, or people don't do this. And so it's the support at the beginning was very little. And it's a thing where when you take certain paths in life, you really have to be your biggest motivator. And you're definitely going to need strength from up above because when you've got a lot of pushback and you've got a dream or a vision for something and you're putting your all into it, it's not the easiest thing. For instance, even when I was coming for that audition in 2018 for The Making of a Slave, it took me 2 days by bus to get here because of the time I got money together and everything. And I took 2 buses and 3 taxis to get to Zambia. And I still got to the audition only half an hour before it ended. So it was a crazy journey. And then on top of that, you got pushback from family. But then next thing you know, I'm getting phone calls from all these people internationally, and all these projects and all these things are coming in. And then I'm meeting one of Nollywood's biggest producers and some of Nollywood's biggest actors. And I'm not a Nollywood actor. That's what something people get wrong. Yeah. I just did a movie in Nigeria because the movie was initially set there. So usually what happens is when you've got a movie set in a country, you go to that country and shoot from there. You've got movies set in Zambia, you shoot from here. So there's a bit of confusion on that. If you go to my social media page or my Instagram at Mwiza Simwanza or at my Facebook page at Mwiza Simwanza, you see pictures with me and some of these Nollywood stars. But so people get this impression I am a Nigerian actor or a Nollywood actor. It's not the case. But yeah.
You were telling me then that it's going to be a book after this?
Yes, there's going to be a novel coming out in October by Bwezani and Mr. Daniel himself concerning the movie itself. So it's, pretty much the story put into a serialization, and there may be more books, prequels and sequels and things coming out, but as much as I know right now, there's a book coming out in October.
Oja Noma.
Oja Noma.
Where is it coming from? Is it the name of a person?
It's actually a name.
Okay. Your name?
No. My name in the thing is called Prince Anabore. I'm Anabore, and Ajanoma is the name of the orphan girl herself.
Okay.
Yes, so pretty much it's tying into as you can see on the poster there's the prince me, there's the orphan girl, and there's the evil wizard who places the curse in me and the kingdom. Yes.
Okay.
I would say one thing, because I've held auditions a number of times in Zambia, the one thing I would say is for a lot of people who want to work where I'm working with a group of people I'm working, I tend to do auditions whenever things are going to be done on some of these international projects and things. So people can always reach me out on my social media page, or the person who was actually also responsible for producing the movie is called Tapiwa Magia. He can be reached as well. And then we usually are in direct contact with the people outside Zambia and considering that. Other than that, I'll just like to show huge respect to the person who did special effects makeup. Her name is Karen Ngoma. She's an amazing person. She did special effects makeup, grotesque type of things. And then there's also costumes done by Banza, or aka House of Banza. She did all the costumes in the movie. It was an amazing job she did. And just a special shout out to the other co-actresses who took part in the movie, did supporting roles and everything. There's a Felistus Mwamba. Shout out to Felistus. There's a Mershi Chinyama. There's a Katongo. And other than that, there's the lead herself. She couldn't be here because she's in the US. She'll be here for the premiere. Her name is Tinuke Adechunje. And then there's the wizard himself called Douglas A. Robbs.
We're counting down to the 16th of August.
Yes.
2022.